So in standard 10, chapter number 2 is a polynomial. So we are already familiar with that term, polynomial. Polynomial, it means what? More than two term, it is called polynomials. If any of the expression, algebraic expression having the more than of a two term, then it is called polynomial. So from the standard 6, we are already familiar with that term, polynomial. So we are also learn in the previous standard that term like monomial, binomial, trinomial and polynomial. So monomial means what? Any algebraic expression that have only one single term, it is called monomial. Suppose 4x. So it have only one term. See, it have only one term. So it is called what? Monomial. Then binomial. In binomial, what happen? The algebraic expression have two term. See here, 1 and 2. So it is called binomial. And third, and that is trinomial. Trinomial means what? Expression have three terms. See, 1, 2 and 3. So it is called trinomial. If they have two term, so it is called binomial. And if have only single term, it is called monomial. And if they have the more than two term, so it is also called polynomial. Suppose 4 term or single term. So these are the example of polynomial. In a polynomial, what happen? It have the more than two term. So it is called polynomial. Now the weightage of chapter 10 in class, that will be the I think 6 or 8 marks according to our new blueprint. So in a new blueprint, what happen? The total mark paper, that will be the 80 mark. So polynomial is very important for us because the weightage is very good to cover the mark. So in chapter 2, first of all, we can learn the basic concept, and basic is starting from which term? Monomial, binomial, trinomial and polynomial. In a monomial, what happen? We already familiar. Now you can say its definition is what? If any algebraic expression have only one single term, so it is called monomial. If any algebraic expression have two term, it is called binomial. If any algebraic expression have three term, exactly the three term, it is called trinomial. And if any algebraics have more than the two term, it is called polynomial. Now the next topic is degree. Second topic of our chapter, degree. So degree means what? Degree means power. Clear? Degree means what? Power of algebraic expression. Maximum power of any algebraic expression, it is called its degree. Maximum power of any algebraic expression term, that is referred as degree. Now we are going to learn the sum of the example. So from them you can get the idea of what is the degree of that algebraic expression. So this, I am taking this 1, 2, 3 and 4 example. So see this example. So these all are polynomials. See, these all are polynomials. But last three, 1, 2 and 3, these are polynomial or not? No, these are not a polynomial. Because according to the definition of polynomials, what? Polynomial having the always real, power has always real number, but it doesn't have the real number power. Here the power is 1 by 2, so it is in the fraction form. So it is not a polynomial. And these two are same in a denominator term. So we will not call these are the polynomial. So it means what? This portion is not called a polynomial. And these all are called polynomial. Why? Because see here, x having the power of 1, Here y have a power of 2. Here x once again have a power of 3, and here u have the power of 6. So it means what? It all are the real number. See, it all are the real number. So these are called what? Polynomial. If x have the real number, so it is called what? Polynomial. So two thing is clear now. First, according to the term, what? According to the term, term means 1 and 2. Here 2 term, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here 4 term, 3 term, 2 term. So according to the term, we will classify the 4 different classification of that polynomial: monomial, binomial, trinomial, and polynomial. Now second thing is what? Degree. Degree means highest power. What? Highest power of any algebraic expression, it is called its degree. So here see, what is the degree of that expression? Here degree is 1, here degree is 2, and here maximum degree is 3, and here the maximum degree is 6. So this all expression have the maximum power. So it is called what? Its degree. Clear? It is called its degree. So now according to the degree, we are classifying the polynomial in the 3 different classification. First, it is linear polynomial. Second, quadratic polynomial. And third, it is called cubic polynomial. So we have the 3 type of polynomial. Which one? First, linear polynomial. Second, quadratic polynomial. And third, it is called cubic polynomial. So it is a classification of polynomial according to the degree. So we will make the one chart. So from that chart you can easily get the idea what is the polynomial according to the degree. So we are starting with the linear polynomial. So in a linear polynomial, what happens? See here. So first of all, the definition of linear polynomial. Linear polynomial means what? A polynomial of a degree 1. Polynomial that has the degree 1. It is called linear polynomial. Suppose we are taking these 4 examples. See these 4 examples, 1, 2, 3, 4. In all case, you can see that what? Power is 1. Clear? In each case, see that power is 1. So if any polynomial have the maximum degree of 1, it is called linear polynomial. So it is its example 1, 2, 3 and 4. So from them we can also make its standard form. What is the standard form of that linear polynomial? It is ax plus b. Here a means what? Coefficient of x. A means what? Coefficient of x. And b means what? It is called constant. B means what? It is constant. And a means what? A, it means it is a coefficient of x. It is a coefficient of x. So this part is clear. A polynomial which having the highest degree is 1, it is called what? Linear polynomial. It is its standard form. What is its standard form? Ax plus b. B means what? It is a constant term. And a means what? Coefficient of x. Now we are going to learn the second part of that. Second, it is what? Quadratic polynomial. So in a quadratic polynomial, what happens? See. First of all, its definition. So what is its definition? Polynomial which having the degree is 2, highest degree is 2, it is called which kind of polynomial? Quadratic polynomial. So see this example. 2x square plus 3x minus 2 by 5, y square minus 2, 2 minus x square plus root 3x, and u by 3 minus 2y square plus 5. So in each case you see that you can see that maximum power is 2. So if any algebraic expression having the maximum degree is 2, then it is called which kind of polynomial? Quadratic polynomial. So according to that, we'll also make it standard form. What is the standard form? See here, ax square plus bx plus c. So a means what? Coefficient of x square. B means what? Coefficient of x. And c means what? Constant term. So it is its standard form for which? Quadratic polynomial. It is a standard form for quadratic polynomial. Now the last portion of the polynomial according to the degree. So according to the degree, the last part is cubic polynomial. In a cubic polynomial, what happens? See here. First of all, its definition. So here we can clearly see that what? If degree is 1, linear. If degree is 2, quadratic. If degree is 3, then it is called which? Cubic polynomial. So we can see that here we have the 4 example for that. See here, first degree 3, once again degree 3, degree 3. In each cases you can clearly see that what? The maximum degree is 3. So it means what? If any polynomial which having the maximum degree is 3, then it is called what? Cubic polynomial. So what is its standard form? So we can describe its standard form. See here, last ax cube, here cube, see in that standard form here 2 and here we have an 1. So maximum degree is 3. So ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. So a means what? Here the coefficient of x cube. B means what? Coefficient of x square. C means what? Coefficient of x. And d means what? Constant term. So from this chart we can get the idea of what is a polynomial, and according to the degree we are classifying the 3 different polynomial: linear, quadratic and cubic. So it is a type of polynomial according to the degree. And we can also learn that thing. According to the term, we have the 4 classification. It is monomial, binomial, trinomial and polynomial. And we can also see that example, what is called polynomial and what are not called polynomial. So these are the basic of the chapter 2, class 10, polynomial. Good morning students. So last time we discussed about the basic of chapter number 1. So in the previous lecture we can understand the 3 different terms. First of all, it is what is polynomial. Polynomials. So it is one kind of the algebraic expression which have more than 2 terms. It is called polynomials. So according to the degree we are classifying the 3 different kinds of the polynomial. First it is a linear, second it is a quadratic, and third it is a cubic. If x algebraic expression having the power of 1, so it is called linear. We can take the one example. Suppose 2x plus 3. So here x having the power of 1, so it is called what? Linear polynomial. Second it is x square minus 5x plus 4. So here x having the power of 2. So it means what? It is called which kind of polynomial? Quadratic polynomial. It is called linear polynomial. And third and last is, it is called cubic polynomials. It is called cubic polynomials. So from them you can easily understand what? If any algebraic expression having the more than algebraic expression having the power of 1, it is called linear. If it having the power of 2, it is called quadratic. And if x having the power of 3, maximum degree is 3, so it is called cubic polynomials. So in that we can understand how we can represent any algebraic expression according to its degree. So in today we are going to learn that topic, zeros of polynomial. So first of all, what is 0? So here 0 means they are not talking about the value of 0, but it is talking about how can we find the zeros of polynomial. So it is a very important topic, because our exercise 2.1, it is totally depend on that topic, zeros of polynomials. But here we have the two or three things we need to remember that. So for that, first of all, I am taking the one of the example, so you can get the idea what is 0. So see that is our first example. P of x is equal to 2x plus 3. So it means what? It is linear polynomial. It means what? It is a linear polynomials. So now suppose I want to find out the zeros of that polynomial. Suppose they are asking the question like that, find the zeros of following polynomial. So it is our question, we want to find out the zeros of that polynomial. So first of all, here we will P of x is equal to 0, because we want to find out the polynomials of that algebraic expression. So first of all, on that left hand side we will put the 0, then right hand side will be same. Now that 3 is going second side, so it become minus 3. Once again I can repeat that. If I want to find out the algebraic expression of that 2x plus 3, so first of all we will put is equal to 0. First step is what? We want to put is equal to 0. Now the second step. In second step what happened? If plus 3 is going second side, so it become minus. Now we want to find out the value of x, so it will be going to the denominator term. So what is our answer? X is equal to minus 3 by 2. So it means what? It is a zeros of that polynomial. What? It is a zeros of that polynomial. So if we put the x is equal to minus 3 by 2 in that algebraic expression, this all algebraic expression term answer will be 0. How? We can check, verify that answer. Suppose, what is our algebraic expression? P of x is equal to 2x plus 3. So now x is replaced with minus 3 by 2. So 2 cut. So here we have a minus 3 plus 3. So answer will be 0. So now you can get the idea what is the meaning of 0. Meaning of zeros means what? If we want to put the if we replace the value of x with minus 3 by 2, we can get all polynomial answer will be 0. So that matter you already learned in the class 9 in chapter number 2, zeros of polynomial. So same topic will be in our class 10, zeros of polynomials. Now the second thing is what? If we have the linear polynomial, what? If we have a linear polynomial, we have only one 0. If we have the quadratic polynomial, so we have 2 zeros. And if we have the cubic polynomial, so 0 is 3. Clear? You must remember that thing. I can also make the one chart in next lecture, so you can get the idea how can we differentiate with the linear 0, quadratic and cubic. But here you need to remember one thing is what? If we have the linear polynomial, we have only one 0. If we have the quadratic polynomial, we have a total that will be the 2 0. And the third, it is a cubic. So for a cubic polynomial, we have the value of 0, it will be 3. Now next thing, suppose I want to draw the graph of that polynomial. So for that, first of all, here we can take that polynomial and we can make the one chart. So see that. What is our polynomial? 2x plus 3. What is our polynomial? 2x plus 3. So here we can write p of x is equal to 2x plus 3. 2x plus 3. Clear? Now I want to draw the graph for that polynomials. What I want to draw? Graph of linear polynomial. So for that, here we will put the different value like minus 2, plus 2, then minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. First of all, x is replaced with minus 2. So we can put x is equal to 2x plus 3. Now x is equal to minus 2. So p of minus 2 is equal to. It means what? Now x is replaced with minus 2. So minus 4 plus 3. So it will be minus 1. Next, x is replaced with minus 1. So 2 in bracket minus 1 plus 3. So minus 2 plus 3. So it will be plus 1. Then x is equal to 0. So p of 0 is equal to 2 in bracket 0 plus 3. So it will be 0 plus, because 2 into 0 it will be 0 plus 3. So answer is 3. We can also put the value like minus 3 by 2. It means what? 3 by 2 means what? Minus 1 by 5. 3 by 2 means what? Minus 3 by 2. So now we want put 1. So p of 1 is equal to 2 in bracket 1 plus 3. So 2 1s are 2 plus 3. So it will be 5. Now x is equal to 2. So 2 in bracket 2 plus 3. So 4 plus 3. So it will be 7. And last, minus 1.5. You can take the any of the value like minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, any of the value. So if you take the more value, so you can get the more accurate graph. 2 in bracket 1.5 plus 3. 1.5 means what? 1.5 multiply with 2. So 5 2s are 10. So 1. 2 1s are 2 plus 3, 1. It means 3.0. So it means what? Minus 3 plus 3. So answer will be 0. Now we will put that all value in our chart. So if we put x is equal to minus 2, so answer is minus 1. If we put x is equal to minus 1, answer is plus 1. Then similar like that, 3, 5, 7 and 0. Now we will draw the graph for that calculation. So we can draw the one graph. So here we can write the value of x, and here we can write the p of x. So here we can, it is our 0, 1, 2, 3, here minus 1 and minus 2, then 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. First of all, if we take the minus 2, x is equal to minus 2, what is the value of p of x? It will be minus 1. So point is here because that both are. Then if we take minus 1, so answer is plus 1. So plus 1 and minus 1. So they are cutting here. Then if we take the 0, answer is 3. 0. Then answer is 3. Then if we take the 1, if we take a 1, answer is 5. So here we can extend our graph. 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1 it means 5. Then 2 means 7. And minus 1.5. So it is between them, minus 1.5. So answer is, if we have the minus 1, so answer it will be 0. So what is this pattern? See that pattern. If we join that pattern, so we can get the one linear line. See that line. It is our linear line. You can just draw that line dark so you can understand. So if you see the line, so you can see that what? For a linear polynomial, we have the straight line. Graph is always straight line. Once again, you can see that all example. First of all, we can find it 0. First topic is what? How can we find the zeros of linear polynomial? Then we can also draw the graph of that polynomial. So if we have the linear polynomial, see it is linear, clear, it is a linear polynomial. So if we put the different value of x, so we can get the value of different polynomials, and from that value we can draw the graph. So from the graph you can easily understand that the graph is always a linear line. So from that all calculation you need to remember this thing. First thing is what? Linear polynomial has only one zero. Second thing, the graph of linear polynomial is always linear. You need to remember that two things. Linear polynomial has only one zero. It has only the one value of 0. Second thing, the graph of linear polynomial is always linear graph. Clear? That is a pattern of that linear graph. So it is a basic. Clear? It is a basic, because in our first exercise they are directly giving us a graph. From the graph we can identify how many zeros of that polynomial. So for that it is a basic of that thing. Okay. Since the last thing what we can learn, what is a zero. So zero means what? If x is replaced with any number and if we put that value in our polynomial, so what? The all polynomial answer will be 0. So that is the definition of 0. So last we can discuss about the zeros of linear polynomial. Now we will discuss about zeros of quadratic. What? Which term here we can use? Quadratic polynomials. So quadratic means what? X have a maximum power of 2, degree of 2. If polynomial having the degree of 2, so it is called which kind of polynomial? Quadratic polynomial. So now we can discuss how can we find the zeros of quadratic polynomial. So actually we have the two methods to finding the zeros of that polynomial, but here we are using the factorization. That will be learned in your previous classes. So factorization means what? Here see that if I want to factor that polynomial, so here we have a 1 and here we have a 4. So 1, 4, the answer will be 4. So now 4 is factorized as a 3. So we can write like that, 4 ones are 4. So first and last term will be same. We can factorize middle term only. So here we can write like that, 4 minus 4x plus x, because 4 ones are 4. So 4 minus 4 plus 1, so it will be minus 3. So what is its factor? Now first of all, x is a common term between both. So what is x? X minus 4. And here which term is common? There is no common term. So it means what? We can take the 1. So here x minus 4. So 1, it is x minus 4. And second bracket we have the x plus 1. So it means what? This polynomial having the 2, 0. What is its value? If x, that minus 4 is going second side, so x is equal to plus 4, and if that going to the second side, so we can get x is equal to minus 1. So actually we have the two value for that. Which one? 4 and minus 1. So for a linear polynomial, what we can do? In a linear polynomial we can directly put p of x is equal to 0. Remember that thing compulsory. If in a linear polynomial, so here we are starting from p of x is equal to 0, and if we have the quadratic polynomial, at that time we can factorize. Clear? If we factorize that factor, so here we can get the two value, x is equal to 4 and x is equal to minus 1. Now suppose I want to draw the graph for that quadratic polynomial. So first of all we can make the chart. so chart is like that. We can start with the different value of x for our polynomial. We can take the more value. So we have on the, so here see that here we can write x and here we can write p of x. First of all, here I am starting with -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We can take only up to the 4. Now p of x is equal to x square minus 3x minus 4. First of all, we can put x is equal to -2. First of all, in that polynomial, x is replaced with which value? -2. So p of -2 is equal to -2 square. So -2 square is 4. Minus square will become plus. Minus minus once again plus, 3 to the 6 and minus. Now this 4 cut, so answer will be 6. Now we will put x is equal to -1. So -1 square. So -1 square it become plus. Once again minus minus plus. So 3 1s are 3 minus 4. So 3 plus 1 4. 4 minus 4, answer will be 0. Next we will put p of x is equal to 0. So 0 square, 3 in bracket 0 minus 4. So 0 square is 0. 3 into 0 once again 0 and minus 4. So answer will be -4. Then we will put p of 1. So 1 square, then so 1 square is become 1. 3 1s are 3. So minus minus plus, so 1 minus 7, so it will be -6. Next p of 2. So 2 square is 4. 3 2s are -6 and -4, that both cut. So answer is once again -6. Next p of 3. So here 3 square, 3 in bracket 3 minus 4. So 3 square is 9, 3 3s are once again 9 minus 4. So answer is -4. Next last it is p of 4. So 4 square, 3 in bracket 4 minus 4. So 4 square is 16, 4 3s are -12 and -4. So minus minus plus, so 16 minus 16, answer is 0. So now we will put that value. If we put -2, answer is +6. If we put -1, answer is 0. If we put 1, so answer is -6. If we put 2, once again -6, then -4, then 0. So we haven't get actually here we have a -4. Then 1, we have a -6, once again -6, then 3, 1, it will be -6. For a 2, once again -6. For a 3, we can get -4, and for a 4, we can get 0. Once again we can check. So now we want to draw the graph from that chart. So for that we can make the chart. So here we have a 0, then 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, -1 -2 -3 -4 then 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 minus. So we will first of all draw the graph. See the graph. Now from the graph, first of all, what is our value? Is -2. So at that time we can get the 6. So here it is -2 and +6. So both are matching at here. So here we have one point. Then -1. So at that time we can get 0. -1. At that time we can get the value, it's 0. Then 0. So -4. 0. So we can get the -4. Next 1. So -6. Here we put 1. So -6. So it is here. Same for if we put the 2. So 2 and 1. So we can get the same 6. Next, if we put the 3 plus 3. So answer is -4. If we put the 3, answer is -4. So here we have a point. And last 4. So here we have a 0. Clear? So we can get the graph like that. So if we draw that graph, so pattern is like that, we can join that point. So graph is like that. So it is which shape? It is actually U shape. It is which kind of shape? It is actually the U shape. So you need to remember once again two things. First thing is what? The conclusion of all topic is what? Two things only. Which one first? The quadratic polynomial have 2 0. And second thing, the quadratic polynomial, the graph of quadratic polynomial is either upper side of a U or a lower side, reverse. Clear? Either we get the shape like a U or it will be the reverse U. In which kind of the polynomial? Quadratic polynomial. So from all theory, see that all theory, first of all we can get the one of the example of quadratic polynomial. From the quadratic polynomial we can find the zeros. So we have a 2 value of 0. Second thing, from that we can draw the one chart. From the chart we can draw the graph. So from the graph you can see that what? The for a quadratic polynomial we have on the shape of U or it will be the reverse U.